Welcome back, my beautiful souls, to Nerding Out with Erika, the part of Becoming with Erika where we get curious, dive into science, and discover just how incredible the human brain really is. Because understanding how we're designed helps us become who we were meant to be. Today, I decided I wanted to do a nerding out with the AI. So here's my question, and it might sound a little crazy, so bear with me. What if AI could become something like a second brain? Okay, before you come at me, let me explain. Not to replace your brain, not something that thinks for you, but something that works with you. The more I started looking at AI this way, the more everything began to make sense. So today, let's nerd out. First, what do I mean by second brain? Scientists have an idea called extending thinking. It simply means that your brain has always used tools to help it remember and solve problems. Think about it. Do you remember everybody's phone number? I know back in the day it was a thing. It was 89 16 48. Don't ask me what phone number that was, but that straight came out of my brain because I used it repetitively when I was young. But I don't even know who owns that number anymore and who I was actually calling. But it's a number that always sticks with me. So that said, I'm pretty sure we save it in our phones. Do you remember every birthday? Some of us have calendars for that, and some of us use Facebook Reminder because it's one of those things where now you can program it to your phone so you can put it in the contacts, and every time their birthday's coming up, it automatically just puts it in your calendar, which is something that I do because I love birthdays. But that's just an extension of your brain. So now you don't have to memorize everybody's birthday because it's all stored in your second brain. Do you need directions? We use a map. Now, maybe we're not old school and we have that book or that big old sheet that's folded up. Now we have Google Map. Do you need a reminder of something important? We write it down, right? We write it down on notebooks, or if you're anything like me, you put it in your notes in your phone. And that's kind of how I do my recordings in my episodes. I write everything down on my notes. So those don't replace your brain. They help your brain. AI is simply the newest tool we created. Now let's compare your brain to AI. This is where we really get nerdy. So let's nerd it out. Your brain is made up of 86 billion brain cells called neurons. Those neurons are consistently talking to one another. Every memory you ever made, every emotion you ever felt, every lesson you've ever learned comes from those amazing connections inside your brain. AI is different. It doesn't have a real brain. It doesn't have real neurons. Instead, it is use something called artificial neurons networks, which were inspired by the way your brain works. Both your brain and AI are really good at finding patterns. But here's the biggest difference. Your brain experiences life. AI only processes information. Your brain feels. AI predicts. Your brain has purpose. AI only responds to the questions you ask. So why does AI seem so smart? Well, that's because it has studied an incredible amount of information. Your brain learns by living. You try something, you make mistakes, you learn from them over time. Your brain builds stronger connections. AI learns differently. Instead of living, it studies books, websites, pictures, videos, and computer codes. When you ask AI a question, it doesn't remember like you do. Instead, it looks for patterns and predicts the answer that most likely to help. That's why it can answer so quickly. Now, here's my favorite part. The brain is still the boss. AI isn't here to replace your creativity. It's here to help it grow. Imagine your thoughts are like puzzle pieces scattered all over the table. AI can help organize those pieces. If you're stuck on a homework, it can explain it different ways until it finally clicks. If you're writing something, it can help you brainstorm ideas. If you're starting a business, it can help you organize your plan. Think of AI like a teammate, or better yet, an intern. This is an intern that wants to learn everything that you want and you like and will make you happy. So it can help, but but you're still the one making the decisions. But every powerful tool has a downside. Your brain is a lot like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Scientists calls this neuroplasticity. That's the brain's amazing ability to grow and build stronger connections every time you practice something. But if AI starts doing all of your thinking, your brain doesn't get that much of an exercise. Imagine going to the gym, but someone else lifts all the weights for you. You wouldn't get stronger. The goal isn't to let AI think instead of you. The goal is to let AI help you think better. One thing I've been learning myself, AI isn't magic. It's communication. The better your questions, the better your answers. Think about asking someone for help. If you simply say help, they don't really know what you need. But if you say, "Can you explain this to me like I'm 12 years old?" Now they would know exactly how to help you. AI works the same way. The clearer you are, the better it can help. And if something doesn't make sense, ask again. Ask it another way. Stay curious. That's how learning happens. I think one day people won't ask, "Do you use AI?" Instead, they'll ask, "How well do you use AI?" The people who learn how to work with AI without giving up their own ability to think will have a huge advantage. And trust me, I'm still learning too. Sometimes I ask terrible questions. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes the answers isn't even close to what I wanted. But learning AI is just like learning anything else. Learning to ride a bike, learning a new language, learning to play an instrument, you won't be great on day one. You get better every time you practice. Now, here's something really important. AI isn't alive. It doesn't see sunsets. It doesn't taste pizza. It doesn't hear music. It doesn't laugh. It doesn't cry. It doesn't feel love. It doesn't feel pain. And did you know the brain doesn't feel pain either? It learns from information that people have already created. That also means sometimes it learns wrong information. Sometimes AI gives an answer that sounds completely confident and it's actually wrong. That's why you should never believe everything AI tells you, just like you shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet. Always ask questions, double check important facts, and keep using that incredible brain God gave you. So, let's end it with some simple pros and cons. The pros. AI can save you time by doing repetitive jobs faster. It can help you learn by explaining things different ways until it makes sense to you. And it can search through huge amount of information faster than most people can. The cons? If you depend on AI too much, your brain doesn't get as much practice thinking for itself. Sometimes AI is wrong and gives incorrect information while sounding completely sure, because AI learns from people. And guess what? We make mistakes. It can also repeat people's mistakes opinions, or outdated information. And no matter how advanced AI becomes, it still doesn't have emotions. It doesn't truly understand love, friendship, kindness, or forgiveness. And maybe AI isn't here to replace human intelligence. Maybe it's here to remind us just how extraordinary human brain really is. Because no computer, no matter how advanced, can love, can forgive, can dream about the future, can build meaningful in relationships, can experience faith, can choose courage when life gets hard. Those are the things that make us beautifully human. AI can process information, but only you can choose who you're becoming. So here's something to think about this week. Don't ask yourself, is AI good or bad? Instead, ask, am I learning how to use this wisely? Because tools don't determine our future. The people using them do. And that's another reason I absolutely love nerding out with you. So until next time, I'm Becoming with Erika. Keep learning, keep growing, keep becoming. And thank you. God bless.